Hi Trevor, this is Rebecca with your assignment 1, Changing Context Critique. So good job on eliminating the clutter in the background on this image, and your color correction is nice. There are just a few things with the clone stamp that are repeating that I don't think that if people didn't know that something was in the background here, they wouldn't even notice it. So just keep in mind when using your clone stamp to reselect other areas and put it back over so that you don't get the same pattern kind of repeating over and over again. Same thing right here and right here with this guy. So that's just my trained eyeball that's catching that. But other than that, like I said, if people didn't know that there was stuff there, they wouldn't even have noticed that at all. Something that I would like to see in this image is a little more contrast, meaning actually like a little deeper blacks in the shadows and stuff. This image is still kind of flat because there's no true black anywhere throughout it. And I'm not even really seeing much white either. There's not really any true white in these lightest areas that are up here, even in the, so that's the thing is, I wouldn't use your contrast slider. I would use the levels slider and just pull the black slider over till you see a little more richness, and pull the white slider over till you see a little more brightness, and get it where it looks a little more three-dimensional. So on this one, removing the clutter didn't necessarily change the context of what was happening in the photo, the story for these people. And so I don't really see how, I don't really see that part of the assignment was met. And also the dimensions of this photo aren't 8.5 by 11 like the requirements. So just keep those in mind on the next assignment while you're working, and be sure to check all those steps there. This image, you did a nice job cleaning up all the speckles and stuff, and I do see a lot of really bright whites in this image. But once again, I don't see any blacks. This image is dark gray with other grays and all the way up to white. So if you would use the level slider and pull the black slider over, you'll start to see some really rich shadows come out, and it'll also look a little more three-dimensional. But your cleanup is nice. I don't see how removing the stuff that was back here and part of the tablecloth really changed the story, the context of this photo either. I do understand what you're saying about, that you just wanted to kind of bring out let me see what you said here, that you wanted to emphasize the subject a little bit more, but I mean, he was already pretty emphasized in the original image, and I don't, I would have liked to see either other things added to this image to make the story change, or him taken out of this background, or something along those lines, to just completely change the story that's currently happening. Other than that, these were really great images to choose. They're fantastic pictures that are really intriguing and beautiful. So I did like those choices there. Just keep paying attention to all the assignment requirements. This image is also not 8.5 by 11. So in the future, just watch out for all those things, and keep doing a good job editing, and keep trying hard. You're doing good.